Welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry. You should know that by now. If you're new here, I'd like to welcome you to the community, welcome you to my channel. Of course, if you are a returning community member, it is super rad to have you back. Now let's go ahead and get into this week's tips from a working artist topic, and that is networking. So the inspiration for this video came from an email that I received a couple weeks back from Julia over at TROVE Arts. Very talented artist. They do jewelry, sculpture, fine art, all kinds of rad stuff. If you want to go check them out, you can see a link that I will put to their feature and their channel at the tail end of this video. Please go check them out and support them. Anyway, the question was basically this. How do you build a YouTube channel? How do you build an audience, a real audience, and how do you gain subscribers? And it's one that I have received before numerous times. Normally I would just try and answer a question like this privately to the best of my ability. But I thought that, that'd be kind of a waste. Why don't I go ahead and do a full video? That way I can answer her question directly and then maybe also help some of you at the same time, all right? So that's what I'm going to try and do. So I want to start out by giving you a little bit of history of myself very briefly. I have been an independent businessman, entrepreneur, hustler, whatever you want to say, in a good way. My whole life, I've never worked a 9-to-5 or been a normal person. So I know from experience how important these tools that I'm going to share with you are. It's how I've built my career and my businesses, and I applied them to my YouTube channel. And since I started taking the channel seriously, it hasn't been more than a couple years that I've been really taking it seriously, and I've gone from nothing, I'm not a huge channel or anything, but I went from nothing to almost 6,000 subscribers, and I think we're at like 600 and something thousand channel views, and I've gained consistently every month, more and more every month. So like now we're at about 450, 500 subscribers a month. So if I extrapolate that out, next year I should be probably 11, 12,000 subscribers. So I know it's probably not a big deal to a lot of the bigger YouTubers, but for people like us, that's a huge deal. So my point is that if I can do it using these tools, then you can do it as well. Okay, so I want to go ahead and talk about how a real-world application of networking would look. So if you're not aware, I do these features for my channel. They used to be called Saturday Shoutouts. Now they're called Friday Features. They're basically just, the features are vignettes set to music, and I try and share other people's work, people that I find, people that contact me, smaller up and coming channels. I try and share their work with other people to help them get some momentum. So I'll use a feature as an example of some things that I see that people do wrong, and then I'll go ahead and tell you how I would use a feature if it were done for me, and I'll show you how I would use that to parlay it into more subscribers, okay? So what I see normally when I do a feature for somebody, because I see all the comments and everything in my Creator Studio, I get a feed of all the comments in real time for every video. So when I do a feature for somebody, normally what happens is they'll get an initial boost of whatever it is, 10, 15, 20 subscribers, I don't know. And most people will usually answer the first couple of comments on their video, and then usually they kind of disengage. So I think most people view it as, oh cool, I got this initial hit of subs and I answered a couple comments, and that's the end of it. So for me, that is missed opportunity. So here's how I would approach it if we said hypothetically somebody was doing a feature for me. What I would do is I would use the initial 10 or 15 subscribers, whatever it is, and view that as 15 opportunities for me to make a connection with somebody else. What I would do in real time is I would go, to every comment, I would visit my feature on, say, Larry's channel that did a feature for me. I would go to Larry's channel and check every day to see if there's a new comment on my feature. And anybody that made a comment, I would go and visit their channel, and I would watch their work, and I would leave a comment on 1 or 2 or 3 of their videos. The key with that is to leave genuine comments. Watch what they're doing, watch their work and make a comment that is particular to what they are doing. Basically, just care. Don't be a dick and hijack somebody else's comment section by saying something generic or stupid, or like, awesome, that's amazing, stay connected, or any of a number of these people say great. I think they just copy and paste their comments. They'll say great job, awesome work, chase your dreams, sub to me, or some shit like that. Pardon my language. I get a lot of those in my videos. If anybody makes somebody else's feature about them, I just immediately throw their comment in the garbage. Go on somebody's video, make a genuine comment. An example would be if, for me, I love palette knife work. So it's something I don't do, so I'm fascinated with it. I love the texture of good palette knife work. So I would go to somebody's, so I'm using that as an example. So if they did palette knife work, I would make a comment about the textures or the colors or whatever I see in their work that stands out to me, and I would show genuine interest. And what will happen then is 9 times out of 10, because you have shown genuine interest and taken time to let somebody know that you really care about what they're doing, they will want to. You don't have to ask them for a subscriber or ask them to stay connected, or just let them know that you've supported them. And 9 times out of 10, they will want to come to your channel and connect with you because you have shown them care, and you have shown them kindness, and you have shown interest in what they're doing. It's just a basic human thing, but it's very effective in growing your channel. And if somebody doesn't support you back, then so what? You've helped somebody and done something positive, and you've seen a cool piece of art. That is an example of networking. So if we take it to the next level, what I would do is after I go to that person's channel that has commented on my feature, and I would go through their comment section and see if there are any other artists that have commented on their video. And then I would go to their channel and do the same thing. And I would make a comment and try and connect with them. I would go to each artist's Instagram, try and connect with them there, see if they're looking to do a collaboration, see if they'd be interested in doing a collaboration with you. Go to their Facebook. Then on their Facebook and their Instagram, you'll find other artists, and it branches out like that. It's like a family tree. It starts with 1 or 2. Well, it starts with 2 if it's a family. And then it branches out and branches out and branches out. And that way you can connect with people, and that's how you build a real audience. It's not super fast. It's not super easy. It's not a super sexy keyword that you just throw into the description of your video and immediately you've got 1,000 subscribers. It takes work over time. But if you show genuine interest in what other people are doing, you will build a real audience. If one of the things that I'm proudest of in my videos is that I get, on all of my videos, I get a ton of interaction, a ton of feedback, a ton of real comments. And I like to think that's because I've made real connections with people, and people see me as a person, and they want to be a part of what's going on. And that's the key. You don't want, even you've seen these channels that have like 30, 40,000 subscribers and like 2 comments on their videos. Those are not real. That's not a real community. They don't have a real following. They have a bunch of people that probably don't even watch their videos, and what you want is people that are connected to you. That's what gives meaning to all this, really, So that's a small example of how I would use networking. So if you have had a feature done on my channel, I would recommend that you go back to your feature and see if there's anybody that commented on one of your videos that you missed, and go and connect with that person and start building that. It's like a snowball. It's the way YouTube works. You can see it in some of my earlier videos. The first few videos don't get that many views. I mean, I was lucky in that I was doing these shout outs and connecting with people right away, and so I would get a few hundred views or a couple hundred views, and that seemed like a ton to me. But if you look through the history of my videos, the more I started doing it, and it kind of escalated. I got more and more views with each video, and so it's like I said, the proverbial snowball. YouTube is terrible at helping small creators. But once they see you're gaining a little bit of momentum, then they have a real vested interest in you, because if people are watching and commenting and interacting with your videos, then it benefits them on the ad revenue. So once you start gaining some momentum, they will start helping you more, and you'll get found more. Like if you look at the videos now, I'm probably averaging, like, on the features 2 to 4,000 views, sometimes maybe a 5,000 views if I get a good one. And some of these tips from a working artist videos, like a couple of them I've gotten 20,000 views and stuff like that. So the point is, the more momentum you can build for yourself, then YouTube starts helping you. When you get to become a partner, you'll get a lot more tools in your creator studio, and they'll make it easier for you to get found in the searches, and they are great at that. A lot of really great tools for creators when you become a partner. They give you access to the YouTube Creator Academy and all kinds of cool stuff. So basically, it's up to you to get the ball rolling, and then it'll get easier and easier to keep it rolling. Okay, so I hope that helped. Hope that made sense. Just put yourself out there. That's how things happen. This is something I harp on constantly in these videos, and I'll keep doing it. Don't make people come find you. Go to them. Don't make subscribers, don't put the onus on them to come find you. Go to their channels, and be genuine and be kind and show interest, and usually it will come back to you. Okay? So that's pretty much it. Networking. If you found this helpful, please let me know in the comment section. If there's anything that you might like me to cover specifically, if this video is helpful and successful, I will do more. So leave something in the comment section that you might like me to cover directly, and I will try and get to it. So until next time, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, and go out there and meet people, all right? Go out there and network, and I'll see you soon. All right.